Safety, interactions, and regulatory oversight of glaucoma supplements. Many patients with glaucoma explore nutritional supplements or nutraceuticals, hoping to protect their optic nerves or improve blood flow. However, evidence for their effectiveness is limited and conflicting, and supplements carry potential risks. Unlike prescription drugs, dietary supplements are regulated as foods. Manufacturers do not need to prove safety or efficacy before marketing. In fact, under U.S. law, supplements are assumed safe unless shown harmful. Thus, oversight is limited and adulteration or contamination have been documented. Patients and clinicians should therefore approach ocular supplements with caution. They can complement glaucoma care, but cannot replace proven IOP-lowering treatments or regular eye exams. Common glaucoma supplements and their uses. Multiple supplements are promoted in glaucoma, often for their antioxidant or circulation effects. For example, Ginkgo biloba is thought to improve blood flow to the optic nerve. Magnesium is believed to relax blood vessels and enhance ocular perfusion. Melatonin, a sleep hormone, has been reported to slightly lower IOP in some studies. Various vitamins and antioxidants, e.g. vitamin C, E, B-complex, and anthocyanins like Bilberry, are also marketed for neuroprotection. In practice, however, high-quality clinical trials are scarce. Systematic reviews emphasize that study results are mixed and inconclusive. For instance, one analysis found a few small trials where antioxidant supplements modestly improved IOP, but overall the evidence remains uncertain and inconclusive. Another reviewer noted that results of vitamin studies were conflicting, leaving patients and doctors in doubt about any real benefit. Safety profiles and adverse effects. Even when supplements seem natural, they can have side effects or toxicity at high doses. Common adverse events include digestive upset, nausea, diarrhea, and headache. Specific examples relevant to glaucoma agents. Ginkgo biloba, generally well tolerated, but it inhibits platelet function. Case reports and a recent study found that ginkgo can increase bleeding risk, especially if taken with aspirin, clopidogrel, or warfarin. In one analysis, ginkgo use was strongly correlated with bleeding symptoms and abnormal clotting tests. Patients on blood thinners should avoid ginkgo, as it could precipitate serious hemorrhage. Bilberry and other anthocyanins. These plant compounds have antioxidant properties, but like ginkgo, they can also affect platelets. Bilberry may potentiate antiplatelet drugs and has been linked to stomach upset, especially at high doses. Data are sparse, but caution is advised with any berry extracts in patients on anticoagulants. Vitamin E, a popular antioxidant, high-dose vitamin E can prolong bleeding. One cohort study of patients on warfarin found that higher serum vitamin E levels independently predicted a greater bleeding risk. In practical terms, taking extra vitamin E while on anticoagulants or heading into surgery is discouraged. Magnesium. When taken orally at moderate doses, magnesium is usually safe. However, excess magnesium acts as a smooth muscle relaxant and lowers blood pressure. In one trial of hypertensive patients, 300 mg/g daily significantly reduced systolic and diastolic BP. Very high magnesium or impaired kidney clearance can precipitate hypotension, dizziness, and muscle weakness, even leading to cardiac and respiratory depression in extreme cases. Thus, glaucoma patients on antihypertensive drugs or those with kidney disease should use oral magnesium cautiously. Melatonin, generally regarded as safe, melatonin's side effects are mostly mild. Common effects include sleepiness, headaches, dizziness, and nausea. Because it promotes drowsiness, melatonin can compound sedation and should be used carefully if patients take other sedatives or blood pressure medications. Some reports also suggest unusual blood pressure effects. In rare cases, excessive melatonin produced a transient spike in BP. Overall, the main concern is daytime drowsiness, which requires caution, e.g. not driving. Vitamin A and beta-carotene, important in small amounts. High doses of vitamin A or related supplements can be toxic, causing symptoms like headache, nausea, elevated intracranial pressure, and liver damage. Glaucoma clinicians often warn patients with intracranial pressure issues about too much vitamin A. Niacin, vitamin B3. High-dose niacin can cause facial flushing, increased intraocular pressure in some glaucoma patients, and headache. It is sometimes cited as neuroprotective in animal models, but general use may raise IOP in sensitive individuals. In summary, even safe diets of fruits and vegetables cannot be equated with high-dose supplements. Many of the purported supplements can cause significant physiologic effects if doses exceed normal dietary intake. Drug-supplement interactions. Glaucoma patients often use multiple medications, e.g., glaucoma eye drops plus systemic pills, so supplement interactions are a serious concern. Key examples: anticoagulants, antiplatelets, Ginkgo, vitamin E, Bilberry. As noted, Ginkgo, Bilberry, vitamin E, and even high-dose fish oil can all amplify bleeding risk. If a patient is on warfarin, aspirin, clopidogrel, or newer anticoagulants, introducing these supplements could tip the balance toward hemorrhage. A practical rule: avoid any supplements noted to affect clotting if on blood thinners. Antihypertensives, magnesium, melatonin. Patients taking blood pressure drugs, beta blockers, calcium blockers, ACE inhibitors, etc., should use magnesium and melatonin judiciously. Both can lower blood pressure further via vasodilation or central effects. In practice, co-administration could cause lightheadedness or fainting. For instance, combining an oral vasodilator like magnesium with a topical beta blocker might lead to unexpected hypotension or exacerbated bradycardia. Closely monitor blood pressure if combining these therapies. Sedatives, melatonin, herbal anxiety agents. Melatonin is mildly sedating. Taking it alongside other CNS depressants, e.g., anti-anxiety herbs, prescription sedatives, can increase drowsiness. While not an eye-specific issue, tiredness and hypotension could indirectly affect a glaucoma patient's ability to adhere to treatment or sense symptoms. Ocular medications. Most glaucoma eye drops are well tolerated with supplements, but caution is needed. For example, systemic beta blockers, like propranolol, plus a beta blocker eye drop can cause bradycardia or low blood pressure. Similarly, adrenergic stimulants, some cold remedies, plus glaucoma drops can raise pressure. When starting any new supplement, patients should alert their ophthalmologist because even indirect interactions can have ocular consequences. Clinicians should always review a patient's full supplement list, not just prescribed drugs. Many patients do not consider supplements as medications, so proactive questioning is important. Regulatory oversight and quality standards. Dietary supplements occupy a loophole in drug regulation. In the U.S., the Dietary Supplement Health and Education Act, DSEA of 1994, defines supplements as a special food category. Unlike new drugs, manufacturers are not required to prove safety or efficacy before selling a product. The FDA's role is mostly reactive. It can remove a supplement only after it finds harm in the marketplace. Good manufacturing practices, CGMPs, have been required since 2007, but these focus on record-keeping and hygiene, not proving therapeutic benefit. Other countries classify supplements differently but similarly avoid drug-level scrutiny. For example, in Europe, supplements fall under the European Food Safety Authority, EFSA, as food supplements, and in Canada, they are regulated by Health Canada as natural health products. None require clinical trial proof for efficacy. As a result, quality can vary widely. Investigations repeatedly find that some products contain much less or more of the stated ingredients. Worse, deliberate adulteration is not uncommon, especially in sports or weight loss products. Contamination with pharmaceuticals, e.g., undeclared steroids or stimulants, has led to banned substances in athletes. Even supposedly benign herbs may harbor arsenic, lead, mercury, or pesticides. Studies around the world have found heavy metals in many supplements, for instance, arsenic and cadmium above allowable limits in a large fraction of products tested. Although one report found typical daily intakes were below tolerable limits, multiple supplements taken together could cumulatively exceed safe levels. In short, purity cannot be assumed. One way consumers try to manage this risk is by choosing products with third-party certification. Organizations like USP, US Pharmacopeia, NSF International, or Consumer Lab test supplements independently and allow USP-verified or similar seals on bottles. These certifications mean that at least the product contains what the label says in the tested batch. They do not guarantee efficacy, but they do screen for common adulterants and contaminants. Experts recommend looking for these seals on supplements to lessen the risk of contamination. FDA guidance itself encourages adverse event reporting and proper labeling, but provides no endorsement program. Evaluating evidence and marketing claims. The supplement industry is a marketing powerhouse. Many products tout vague claims like supports ocular health or improves eye circulation. Regulatory rules allow such structure function claims on labels without proof. As long as they carry the disclaimer, this statement has not been evaluated by the FDA. Patients should be wary. Quality of evidence. Randomized trials of supplements in glaucoma are mostly small, short, or lacking controls. A systematic review found only a handful of trials testing any nutraceutical, and most had high risk of bias. Case reports and lab studies are abundant, but human data are sparse. Importantly, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Claims of benefit often outpace what science shows. One review of vitamin studies noted conflicting results and concluded that the level of evidence for benefit is low. Interpreting studies. Check who funded the research and whether it was in animals or humans. Many touted findings come from cell cultures or rodent models. A result in mice does not guarantee an effect in patients. Likewise, dose matters. Some effective doses are impractically high or achievable only by injection. Marketing versus reality. Beware of terms like clinically proven or patented formula without citing independent trials. Bold success stories on websites should be traced back to peer-reviewed studies. If a claim is based on a single small study, scrutinize its design. Supplements can also fall into triumphalism or conspiratorial language. Big Pharma doesn't want you to know. Reliable science does neither. Potential bias. Many supplement makers are small companies or foreign firms, not subject to strict regulatory review. Check if a product appears on FDA warning lists or is cited in consumer alerts. Credible brands often have a history, transparent labeling, and are cited by reputable sources. Conversely, anonymous sales pages and aggressive testimonials are red flags. In short, strong reproducible evidence is lacking for most glaucoma supplements. While small trials may suggest safety or slight benefits, all reviews agree we need larger, rigorous clinical studies. Until then, interpret promotional claims with skepticism. Supplements as adjuncts, not replacements. Most importantly, patients must understand that supplements are complementary. Glaucoma is a brain and optic nerve disease, and the only proven way to slow it is by improving the eye's fluid drainage or reducing pressure. In clinical practice, lowering intraocular pressure, IOP, remains the essential therapy. No supplement can normalize IOP like medications, laser, or surgery can. Supplements at best might offer vascular or neuroprotective support on the side, but they do not treat high pressure. Patients should never stop or delay prescribed glaucoma medications in favor of pills or herbs. Regular follow-up exams, visual fields, IOP checks, optic nerve imaging are crucial. If a patient is interested in trying a supplement, the ideal approach is to discuss it with the eye doctor. This ensures that any risks or interactions are managed and that no standard treatment is neglected. Conclusion. Glaucoma supplements are a popular, over-the-counter option, but come with caveats. Proven therapies focus on IOP control, while supplements have at most tentative supportive benefits. Patients and doctors must weigh the modest potential gains against known risks: bleeding, hypotension, contamination. Manufacturer claims should be judged against independent evidence. Whenever supplements are used, they should be viewed as an adjunct, not a stand-in, for medical glaucoma treatment. Choosing products that have undergone third-party quality testing can reduce safety risks, but good communication with healthcare providers is paramount. Ultimately, maintaining prescribed eye therapy and regular ophthalmic care is the best defense against vision loss in glaucoma. All links to sources are available in the text version of this article. You can find the full article at visualfieldtest.com. Thanks for listening. To check your visual field, click the link at the bottom of this article or visit visualfieldtest.com.